Good afternoon to you. I think I'm going to run the risk of upsetting a few people by pointing out in eastern Spain we had 30 degrees. We do cover Europe at this time of day, and that warmth set to stay at least for the next couple of days, and then it starts to cool down as we start to see the warm air drift into France and then retreat southwards. The colder air eventually is going to win. High pressure across a large part of the Mediterranean, certainly in central areas, giving some settled conditions, and the city forecast for many of the southern cities of Europe is pretty good through Friday into Saturday, but more rain in some of those northern areas. Now, the source for the warm air is this area of low pressure, feeding in mild southwesterly winds into southern parts of Spain and Portugal. Unfortunately, we lie along the boundary between that warm air trying to get up from the south over the forthcoming few days and the colder air coming down from the north. And the winner will be the cold air, I think, as we move through Saturday and more especially into Sunday, with a brisk easterly wind developing at the same time. Now, we've got plenty of showery rain around for the rest of today. The worst of the rain and the sleet and the snow is now concentrated across the more northern parts of England, and still a chance, I think, of seeing some more snow, mainly up over the higher roads, the hills and in the mountains, gradually spilling its way northwards, a little bit drier conditions following on behind, and in general a lot of cloud for the more central and northern parts of the United Kingdom. But a few holes have developed in the southwest and a few more developing later on this afternoon. Still very misty though, where the sunshine does pop out briefly. We could see temperatures of 13 or 14 degrees, but in the cloudy areas no higher than 4 or 5. Now, overnight tonight we keep that line of cloudiness and the risk of further sleet and snow for a while, I think, across the more central and southern parts of Scotland, and another pulse of rain comes into some of the more southern counties. So here quite a mild night, 7 or 8 degrees, but further north a touch of frost the other side of the front into the north of Scotland. Friday's forecast brings yet more rain, especially across these more central and southern parts of the United Kingdom, and a risk of some flooding, I think, after the rain we saw last night, and more rain tonight and tomorrow, especially across parts of southern and southeastern England and across into East Anglia. The floodline number is there, 0845 988 1188, if you need more information. Saturday's forecast, well, one line of cloud and outbreaks of rain across these more central parts, drifting into Scotland again with some sleet and snow over the higher ground. A little bit brighter in some of the more southern counties, and then comes Sunday, the colder air starts to win, and that colder air will slowly sink its way southwards. Still a risk of some cloud and some outbreaks of rain, and of course as that colder air drifts down from the north, some of that rain over the moors and hills of southern England and South Wales could turn readily to sleet and snow. Bye for now.